how goes it on this fine day? 'Tis none other than Tiger Thor, and no green screen today. I don't feel up to the installation of that, but besides all that hooey, it's great to be here once more and once again. I think that's everybody. How's everyone doing tonight?
Foshai Tai Nizi.
That's certainly one of the phrases of all time. How's it going, Jay Bizzle? Alrighty. Either way, last week, if you guys recall, was a big time week for the
Nothing much,
team.
just playing Monster Hunter.
Ooh, that sounds kind of fun. Last week was a big time week for the Black Knights, a big 44-6 win that knocked the Cowboys out of undefeatedness. And they're looking to keep that momentum going here against our division mates and the team we've already beaten once, the New York Giants. We beat 13-3
Ball foot time.
in a few weeks ago, which we held them pretty decently, that I do recall. Just about 400 yards of offense. Jerkley had an up and down game, but we kept them in check as well. Looking to see if that stays the... I just saw that, Jesus Christ. Either way, the winners of 4 straight, looking to make it 5, as the Black Knights try to make a case for the playoffs. And, as a little extra motivator behind this week, if the Black Knights get a win this week, they will have their most wins in a season, because the most we've done is 6 back-to-back years. And that'd put us just about behind the Cowboys divisionally, so tings be looking up. Since we already kind of looked over the Giants once, let's see how they've did as of recent. Right? We saw all of this, we don't really particularly care. Past us, they've won their last 2 after their bye week, including the Broncos, who we took care of, and the Eagles. So, they're looking to try to claw back, and it is our job to say, no you don't. 22nd offensively, 1st defensively. Let's see where we find the New York Giants. 27th offensively. Ooh. Looks to be about middle of the pack, I'd say. Hold on. Exactly middle of the pack. 16th out of 32. Criminy. Well, they are hungry for revenge. So it is our job to make sure that they stay hungry. No snacks for you. None. Concession stand is closed. There will be no good eats today. Or 76 compared to 80. Nothing fancy as far as unis go. The Giants really don't have anything. So, why bother? Some of you who enjoy these segments each and every week, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Unless I do the red jersey, which looks 8 degrees of horrifying. You know what? That's fine. We can work with it. Looking to try to keep the momentum and the momentum going in this one. Alright. As the Black Knights, for the first time in franchise history, try to make a run for the playoffs. As we are over the halfway week and we start to close up on this. See, we're right there. If the season ended today, we would have snuck into the postseason. God, you gotta feel for those fans in the upper deck. They got horrible seats for this game. And no railing, too. You can just straight up... As always, other than Tiger, I'm glad to be commentating this, playing this experience. Giants are going to get the ball to start this game. Odell Beckham Jr. to be the man to punt it. Ballista with the kickoff, and we are underway. This one's going right into the end zone, and he knows better than to run it out. This drive starts from the 25. As I showed earlier, Eli Manning with a decent season, but had a very rough game last time these two faced. I didn't specifically check last week, but we assume it must have been fine. Interesting to see if they pursue a different game plan this week. Or if they keep it very similar. There's Al-Jabbar on the first carry and delivers an elbow straight to Fug You. Williams is the man to bring him down. They'll have some pieces up front. The main man you got to worry about. Number 13 and number 80. They've got dangerous wide receivers on both sides of the field. They gained 3 on that last one. Manning had Cruz for a second, but then got his legs clipped from under him. Loses grip on the football as this Black Knights defense hopes to continue the house of pain they've been putting on. You saw a little of it there. That was like the first floor in the house of pain. Maybe the hallway as soon as you step into the house. Houses definitely have hallways, but maybe not at the opening. Manning with the drop back. Has pressure in his face from Grayson Wolf and has to throw it away. Ben McAdoo not happy with the opening drive, and Cyphers to boot it away. Not to be confused with the Pokemon. Quiver Knightley on the return. And Knightley has some decent running room. Gets held up at the 37. Ladies and gentlemen, Braun Jerkley has had an up and down season. But as the rookie, he is quickly settling into the role that he's been given. That possession didn't even take a minute off the clock. And the Black Knights are already out here. Pinnacle, no room to run. Olivier Vernon helped out on the tackle there. This offensive line has been feeling confident as of recent. They're going to want to forget that last one. A slow trudge so far. Jerkley under center. Drops back, looking to throw. Has Baratheon Buckler on the other side of midfield. What a laser beam that pass was. Rambo was the man to bring him down. But look at how fast and aggressive Jerkley gets this football out right in the middle of those linebackers. Jerkley on second. Akatsu had it for a split second, but it gets forced out of him. As now this Giants defense tries to do what other teams have not been able to during this win streak, put a stop to London's offense. Easier said than done. After incompletion on first, what's your game plan for second and 10? They scoot Hawk over, give it back to Pinnacle. He's going to make this a 3rd and manageable here for London. They got Linville Gauntlet in the slot. Be careful. On 3rd and 4, Jerkley. Flushed out of the pocket, gonna make a break for it. He's got the first down. That's something we've seen a lot more of from the quarterback. His ability to just say, I can do this myself. So after the chains get moved again, it's 1st and 10. Jerkley from the shotgun. Couldn't connect with Renikatsu. That was just inches away. It's the 2nd time these two haven't been able to get on the same page, or hell, even in the same reading section of the library. 2nd and 10. No room for Bryant Pinnacle on that one. That's going to put them in a 3rd and 10 here, as London tries to once again move the chains. Sends Buckler in motion. Jerkley looking outside, has a Katsu that time, and there you go. Gets the first. Just an easy dump. He had pressure in his face, but was able to get the football out. And just like that, we are already operating in the red zone. Persistence is key. Jerkley gives it to Pinnacle, trying to find some room outside, and just about does a backflip. Give him 2 on that one. Maybe give him one of those judge key cards. That one just wasn't it. I love trying to use him in this offense. But sometimes you're best off thinking different. Oh my goodness! Was trying to find Buckler over the middle, but it's not gonna matter. Rubius Haggard gets called for the hold, and that's gonna push him back. Rogers getting in the ref's face, the ref's not having any of it. Man, you think you're making a play, and all of a sudden, you end up back here. Ain't it fun? 2nd down and 18. Jerkley is going to be hit and dragged down by Vernon. And yikes. All of a sudden, you're moving the exact opposite way you want to go. Tried to roll out to his left and accidentally runs right into the pressure instead of around it. Not ideal. That one, 3rd and forever. You're just trying to avoid something stupid happening, and Buckler almost picks up the first by himself. finds a seam upfield and shrugs off an attempt of a tackle, but by that time, the other two just got far too close. And so that makes this interesting. Last time the Black Knights went for it on 4th and a couple and got a touchdown from it. And they're sending out the offense again.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And that's Thomas Hunter, and this drive's gonna continue. The big fella who got to show off his dance moves last week keeps this drive going for the Black Knights.
Here we go. 319. 319.
First and goal, Jerkley under center. Con Haney holds on to it, but it's going to be stopped at the 1. That is back right to the end zone. And you can't get any closer without getting in. Sounds like prom night. But second and goal from the 1. And Pinnacle's in. The Black Knights are in the end zone. Just a nice burst right between two giants. Well done. Townsend puts it through, and the London fans are loving a 7-0 lead on the opening drive. 14 plays, 67 yards, and the score. 8 up over 6 minutes a clock. I love these fake sponsors that they have in the background because they don't have any real ones up in the rafters. Once again, no return for Odell Beckham. The good news is the Giants' offense hasn't been on the field in several minutes, so whatever little energy they've expended, they're sure to recover. That being said, I'm sure they would like a better result on this drive than they had on their opening possession. We had an inside handoff. Al-Jabbar give him maybe a yard. Had their practices, they said they wanted to continue to work to stop the run, and boy have they. Another carry for Al-Jabbar. He's got a seam upfield. And finally they break one, a lead blocker and a nice push to the outside. Will Scarlett was the man that made first contact. I formation. This time, nothing doing. right back to the well and, well, ended up like a penny at the bottom of said well. That's crazy stuff about the penny, by the way. Can't believe the penny got deminted before GTA 6. Eli Manning's first completion to Sterling Shepard. He's got first down yardage on the other side of midfield. Took a page out of London's playbook, just went underneath with the slant route. And you see how effective it can be. Tried to make another run up the field, but I think that was Armand Hammer getting his first tackle of the game. Give him 4. Pressure in his face. London brought the heat. Boy, did that pass get out of the kitchen quickly. It's going to put them in a 3rd and cumbersome. London wants to get them off the field here. He once again has to throw it away. It's not as rewarding as a sack, but boy does it feel about as decent. They're too far away to try a field goal, so instead here comes the punt team. Cyphers with a decent one. Gonna pin them back at the 17. 20 yards behind where they started last drive. As this Black Knights offense gets back to work here. This will probably be the last play of the first. And it will. Pinnacle pushes up behind his blockers. Gets a good few out of it. Give him 4 on that one. And that's going to probably carry us to the end of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, London up 7-0. So far, so good. Let's look to keep it up here. And a tumultuous year for the Black Knights. Seeing if they can keep it up here.
Here we go. 3-19.
Erkley hits Thomas Hunter. There's a second completion, and it takes 3 of them to bring him down. How's about it? Good start to the festivities.
Go win the game.
Pinnacle's got 3 on that carry. They go right back to Bryant, and not much more to be had. In fact, he might have lost one there. Not the result you are looking for. It's going to put you in an awkward spot on 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Jerkley hits a Katsu, but he's going to be just a yard shy of the first. They're being incredibly aggressive here. On 4th and a single, this could be downright lunacy if you don't get it here. And ladies and gentlemen, they might be lunatics. Just a single yard to gain, and Pinnacle looked good from the start, but couldn't gain it. He should be just lucky he held on to the football. Criminy. Missed the tackle from Wolf. He has a seam on the edge. Already that decision looking even more questionable. Tolkien couldn't get to him. And the threat of DeMarcus Demucus thankfully ushers him towards the out-of-bounds marker. Corner, and Beckham's got it. 10 toes inside the white line. What a catch. Look at that. Oh, buddy. It's a carry on 1st and goal, and nothing doing on that one. There's Homestead with his first tackle of the game.
Yep, Madden 17.
That's the one. Goes for 2, and it doesn't go much better. Got a yard, but not what you're looking for. They're looking for a goal line stand here as the Black Knights.
HMM, I'll cheer for the Chiefs.
Manning has to get rid of it. Not even near anybody. Who is that sending pressure up the middle? This has been the case for Eli all day. It was Armand Hammer.
Yeah.
No wonder. I'd do the same thing.
Wait, it's NYG versus LDN?
Indeed it is. Somehow the Black Knights defense make up for the idiotic decision of their offense and only surrenders the 3, courtesy of Nick Novak's foot. So the Black Knights' lead has been cut in half here.
HMM. Okay, Black Knights, you got this.
However, Knightley to return it from the goal line. And Knightley with some decent room to the 30. He got decent position and he didn't drop the ball, so 2 positives on that drive. Black Knights were trying to get their run game going, but unfortunately to no avail. The Giants have held firm on stopping that. Jerkley hit as he throws, nothing doing on that one. He's trying to make some room on the outside, but was not to be.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
There's Renakatsu again, caught over the middle. His 25th catch of the season. And it's good for the first. Halfway through the second quarter here, Jerkley. Hands off to Pinnacle, he loses the football! That's only his second one all season. And you get a decent gain up the middle. And then you just get impaled on the midfield stripe, and unfortunately man, that's technically the first turnover of this ball game.
Fumbler.
Pass. Fumbler! that frickin' Charlie the Chocolate Factory thing is cursed. Oh my God, he got sent airborne. But somehow doesn't lose it. They don't put this man into the sky. And of course, it's these cool hits that don't get replays. Take a look here. Al-Jabbar. Decent carry upfield. Hammer pushes him. And then Brooks. And just kind of gives him the old up and over. If this was 80s wrestling, that man would be dead. I think if this was 80s wrestling, a lot of men would be dead. Third and 3. Homestead gets his hands on Manning as he's throwing. So a 4th and 3 on the other side of midfield, and it looks like the Giants are keeping all hands on deck here. Manning looks for it, and it didn't get his feet in bounds, did Beckham? They're going to take a look at that. But so far, it looks like he led him a little too far to the outside. Got to be pumped up after stopping an attempt on 4th down. That's basically as good as a turnover. Corral, I don't even think he got a single foot in. What the hell was that, Demucus? You have to emote in the man's face like that. That's just diabolical. That's what that is.
Alright, here we go. 319! 319!
And now Jerkley gonna drop the football. Are you kidding me? Pinnacle tried for the touchdown-saving tackle, but unfortunately, he was already too far up the field. What a chaotic second quarter it's been, am I right? And with that, the Giants take the lead. I love it when teams are rewarded for failure. Oh my God, Knightley. Just about got caved in at the 20. The 2 back-to-back fumbles is not great.
Let's go! Green 39!
Akatsu with a play upfield, but wait a minute.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
But they ended up using the face mask to bring him down. Add an extra 15 on top of it. You can't do that. Somebody at the end of that play got injured. I didn't see whom. But I suppose we'll find out in due time. So Ren's just going to get hurt off screen.
Green 39!
And we got Thomas Hunter back in the lineup. Another penalty flag down. So far, it's a good gain for Mace Dagger.
Holding. Offense.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Good snag there by JT Conhaney to get some of those yards back. Normally he's the one without the sure hands, but he's the only one so far who hasn't fumbled anything. So you be the judge.
Here we go now. Over. 57. Mike, 57.
2nd and 7. They give it to Pinnacle. Not much to be found. J.J. Wilcox on the tackle. Oh, frick. A ruptured disc is
Somehow
not
this
good
is
news.
So Bears' fault. Everyone is fumbling.
A ruptured disc is very much not good. If that's not the rest of his year, that's several weeks. God, I hope for Ren's safety. 3rd and 6 here. Jerkly off the fingertips, a Linville gauntlet. I may not even gotten to Linville gauntlet. Listed with the boot, but unfortunately, he doesn't know his own strength as he puts it into the end zone. So now the Black Knights defense is called on to try to find some sort of answer. Al-Jabbar held to a gain of 4. The Black Knights will be getting the ball to start the second half of play. But we've still got time. Whoa. Almost jumped up and ripped him from behind. Did Homestead. We're going to be hitting the 2-minute warning here. They're going to get the playoff beforehand and have just barely enough for first down yardage. God, has this game flipped on its axis. Decent gain for the tight end there. Rude. Not to be confused with Robert or Rick. Brooks able to nail him down after just a couple. Beckham might have gotten just enough for the first, and he does.
Look rude.
Al-Jabbar able to make it and get down, but not much afterwards. London switching something around. They don't like what they see. Whoa! Tries to go over his body, and Grayson Wolf dives for it. Crucial turnover here. His second pick of the year. What a heads-up play by the big man. Give it to JT Conhaney, who gets the first down. London's going to take a timeout. They have a chance to, at the very least, tie this game before the halftime break. Boy, do I think we all need one. Criminy. That's not the result you're looking for. Jason Pierre-Paul with the sack. Time continues to go. The Black Knights are opting to let the clock run here. And it's not even going to help out anymore. Jesus. Third and 26 here. Tosses it up! And Buckler unable to come down with it. Against all odds. Wait a minute. What? Oh, lordy me. That one wasn't even attempted funny. That was just bad. This is why Ballista doesn't play quarterback. Steps out of bounds, gain of 3 on the reception for Rod, I believe, instead of Rude. But London going to use their last timeout to try to get into Novak's head here. Four seconds to go in the half. This is at least a 57-yarder. And he hooks it! No good! The score stays the same. And boy, this one's been a A tale of two quarters. London coughing the ball up twice. If you count that fourth down thing, it's 3 times. They got up early, ahead with a Bryant Pinnacle touchdown on a very competent opening drive. There's Renakatsu, another critical catch, but he would exit the game, and we hope he's okay. Then a fumble from Pinnacle, and another one from Jerkley that they ended up returning all the way to take the lead here. This is what I wanted with my camera angles. I wanted Coach Butt. Thank you. Knightley on the return. Doesn't get nearly as much back this time around. They had a prime chance to get some points before the half, but 2 back-to-back sacks knocked them out of field goal range. There's Hunter. Big grab over the middle. First down for the Black Knights. Mace dagger now. I think that might be his first grab of the game. It is. It's good for 9. May have found themselves something they're good at, attacking the middle of the field. This one a gift to Pinnacle. He gets the first down at least. Time running out for Jerkley, and not afraid of the fumble earlier, still decides to take it upfield. Able to give that one to Baratheon Buckler in a tight window. That's going to make this a 3rd and 3. Third and 3 for he.
Get more points than the other team.
That's the idea. And Hunter, once again coming up clutch in the big money downs. It's slow. It's a little methodical, maybe a little unorthodox, but so far it seems to be working. Send Pinnacle out in motion. And they give it to the big man, Ham Hock. With the biggest run of the game, 8 yards. And survives being clipped at the knees.
Check three. Single receiver. Hey, you're all right, here we go. 319. 319.
2nd and 2, and I don't know exactly what happened there. I think Jerkley's arm got caught on either his own lineman or he was running out of space to throw. Finds a passing lane, but is all up on the back of his lineman and can't extend his arm all the way. That was a duck if you've ever seen one. If I had a duck call, this would be perfect. But unfortunately, I don't. And there's Dagger. His 2nd grab, and there's another 1st down. Pinnacle lost 3 on that one. Nothing doing. You can't say that they're not trying to establish the run game, but you can also safely say it's not working. Dagger with his 3rd reception. Not much to show for it. Just puts him back into a 3rd and manageable.
Detroit! Now let's go! 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! All right, here we go! 319!
Jerkley tries to run for it. Nothing doing. Took the play fake, goes the other end of the field, and maybe has a route to pass on the left, but they send Milton Townsend out to tie this game, and he does. Points have been hard to come by here. Now perfectly meshed at 10 apiece. As we still find ourselves with a 1.25 to play here. Whoa. Puts the moves on a couple of nights, but can't do the same for a couple more, and that one might have shook Beckham up. They don't call him Steelheart for nothing. Something to do with the ribs, maybe the sternum, possibly. All I know is that's bad news for a team that's already looked flaccid on offense. I say flaccid on offense as Al-Jabbar casually busts out a big carry. $23 yards on the ground. That time, nothing doing on that play. Second and 8. Doesn't matter. He's about to have 100 yards on the ground. Having sustained success here against the Black Knights' run defense. Tolkien was the man to bring him down. He already had gotten 5 by that point. Good shot delivered there. Hall with the reception. Scarlett the man to bring him down, but once again, the Giants continue to move the field here. And there's a motherfucker who maybe could stop it, as they gave the backup Hilliard to carry, and unfortunately, it didn't gain a single yard. Not a one. Third and 4. And that catch would have been good for the first, but Al-Jabbar didn't know where the first down marker was and falls on his butt 2 yards shy. So rather than extend this drive, they're going to extend the lead right back to 3. Dueling field goals here in the third. This time it's going to be Demucus on the return. And DeMarcus Demucus with a little bit of headway. And once again, Jerkley to Hunter continues to produce here. Who'd have thunk? End of the third quarter. Giants hold to a narrow 3-point lead as we enter the fourth. This has been admittedly a much tighter game than I thought we were going to have here. But hey, shows what I knows. Conhini goes in motion. Man follows him. What doesn't follow him very well is Conhini almost gets sent on the spin cycle there at the end. Almost did a spin-a-rooney on the man's back. Shirkley. Oh my God. The thing is, this has not been a stellar defensive effort, but they are doing their part to hold London in check here.
Win the game.
Here we go. Green 39.
There's Linville Gauntlet finally getting involved. He's got the first. Just like every time this guy gets the ball in his hands, something crazy happens. And as we said earlier, a middle-of-the-pack rushing defense, but they have just gotten all the answers for Bryant Pinnacle here today. This man couldn't get involved if you paid his ex-girlfriend. Yeesh. Third and 4. Jerkley's got Gauntlet, and he's into the end zone. Linville Gauntlet does it once again. Just a nice cut through the middle. And from here, it's just putting your arm down and going through people. And with that, the Black Knights take a late lead. Townsend puts it through. London up by 4 here. Jenkins going to take a knee in the end zone. It's going to be a tall task ahead. As right now, Manning takes too long. And that's Fez Meister. From the entire other side of the field with the sack. You take a look at your screen. Fez Meister's all the way down here. And from there, he makes it all the way around. And brings him down just past the 20. Manning never even saw him. thought he had the completion there. Wolf, who already had an interception today, just smacks it out of him. Now you gotta get creative on a 3rd and 15. And Fug You almost turned around and had one himself. Right in front of Rodgers. You want to talk about on-site criticism. Tries to make this happen, but the ball is just behind, and well, you still get the result you were looking for, even if it's not as fancy as an interception. Right after London's offense comes in with the score, the defense finally stiffens. And a half-decent return from Knightley. Boy, has he turned it on in the late stages. Finally, a half-decent gain from Bryant Pinnacle. They've been few and far between. Going to have the first down, and that's really all you want. Vernon does lay in the shoulder, but by that time, he's already got it. Looking for Buckler over the middle, and Apple might have gotten a finger on it. He holds on, and the drive keeps on chugging. How's about it? This London team finding its groove late.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
Dagger with a nice completion, inbounds, mind you. And just when it seemed like this offense was going to sleep before this quarter, boy, have they turned it on in a big way. This is 3rd and inches. Might as well be millimeters. And Buckler able to bring it down for the first. And they are just continuing to lay it on thick here in the final stanza. Pause. Good effort by Mace Dagger there, but just couldn't hold on to the football. Send Hunter in motion. It's a carry to the outside, and Pinnacle finally starting to get some motion upfield. It's about time. Third and 4.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They give it to Conheaney, but not quite enough for the first down. And now decision time. On a 4th and 2. They're going to go up by 7. I guess some of their earlier gaffes have made them rethink. Errantly going for it on 4th. But now the Giants offense has to drive all the way down the field to maybe have a chance. Manning was just about eaten alive on that play. Able to somehow get the ball tossed out of bounds. Rolls out to his right. There's Rod or Rude, however you want to say it. I want to say it's Rod. Only gets 4 on the play. There's a penalty flag down. Jabbar with the first down grab, but wait a minute.
Holding offense.
And wait just a GD MF in second. That's going to instead make this a 3rd and 16. Running for his life, and Homestead brings him down. His 5th of the season. There was nowhere to throw the ball away to that time. Now punting from your own end zone. Right to midfield goes Knightley. As they smartly took up the 2-minute warning, the Giants defense needs a stop. London just needs a first down to put this one on ice. shrugged off the block near instantly, and Pinnacle not getting anywhere past Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Used what was left of his... No, I can't make a fingers joke. That's not right. You know.
Hey, watch the left. Watch the left. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Fresno. Now let's go. 319. 319.
Receiver screened to Buckler.
Imagine if one player just ran away with the ball for the rest of the timer in an actual game.
I've seen like videos of people doing that in game, of just running out whole quarters and just holding the ball for like 5-10 minutes and just running donuts around the field. It's pretty good. And Buckler's gonna be close. Fourth and a single. This is for all your marbles. Way too long from here to try a 58-yard field goal.
Let's go. Blue 90.
Too high for Hunter. He had the right read, but the football just a little too high for the big man to go get. Shoot, I don't even think Pepperoni could have snagged that one out of the air. That man's 7 feet tall. And as you know, you can't teach that. So against all odds, Manning just lays out a beauty to Victor Cruz. I don't know if he got both those feet down. Unfortunately, I can't check. That's a replay official thing. And they're not going to check. Because why would they? Trying the hurry up here. And Homestead again! Into the heart of Eli. As everybody makes a break back to where they were. Tried for Cruz again. Well, what an effort there to break it up. That was a beauty of an incompletion. Oh, stabby cabbage. And on a 4th and 13. This is for all your marbles. Oh my God. able to bring it in against all better judgment. Spikes the football, 47 seconds. The Giants need to get into the end zone here. Manning, too low. Couldn't hit him in the hands, instead almost caught him in the shins. Buck Williams keeps him within regular yardage. It's incomplete! Demucus forced the incompletion. Was looking for Russell on the comeback. And what a play from number 29. Ladies and gentlemen, I know everyone's blood pressure might have spiked there around the second and third quarter.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
But the Black Knights are going to leave this one with a win.
Looked like he was going for a facebuster or bulldog there, lol.
The old Scotty Too Hottie set him up for the worm. Type deal. So this is officially record-breaking in more than a couple of ways. First of all, it is London's 5th straight win, which I think is a record in and of itself. Secondly, the Black Knights for the first time in their history have won 7 games in a season. It wasn't always a pretty game. There were some bits of it where it was downright hideous. But at the end of it all, when the dust settled, the Black Knights come away with a big win. Linville Gauntlet, once again, making it happen. There was the scoop and score off of a Jerkley fumble. Whew. They cleaned up the turnovers in the second half. And they made it happen. Now let's take a gander at our statisticals. 28 of 38, 280 yards, and a touchdown. No interceptions for Bron Jerkley. Longest was a 25-yard completion. Ballista, you tried. Manning, 14 of 29, 123 yards, and an interception. Bryant Pinnacle, 19 carries, only 39 yards, the touchdown, and a fumble. Longest carry was 8, the same as Ham Hock, who just had the 1 carry for 8. Jerkley had 5 for 18, but he also coughed the ball up once. Receiving, it was a spread around show today. Conheeney and Buckler. 6 grabs, 62 for Conheeney, 58 for Buckler. Hunter, 549. In relief. Dagger, 537. Akatsu, 4 for 41. Gauntlet, 2 for 33 and a score. Blocking a couple of sacks allowed on the day. Homestead, all over the field. 2 sacks, 7 total tackles. What a day for him. Tolkien got involved as well. Fez Meister with a sack. Brooks Demucus with the clutch pass breakup. Couple of tackles for Scarlett, Pinnacle. Buck Williams with 4 total bags. And Grayson Wolf, no solo tackles, assisted in 7, and had an interception. Townsend.
All it took was replacing Silk Bear Lowell.
I'd like to think the rest of the team also got better, but I'll have to look at season stats to know for certain. Townsend, 2 for 2 today. Didn't need much. Ballista 1 punt for 53 yards. Couple of decent returns today as well. Good field position. You love to see it. 320 yards of total offense. 18 first downs. 2 turnovers ain't great.
But only one player can get the ball to the other players.
This is true. Are you sure you don't watch? 6 of 13 on 3rd down, 1 of 4 on 4th. 1 of 10 we held the Giants on 3rd down. That's amazing. 2 penalties for 20. They had 2 for 25, and we held the ball a good 12 more minutes.
We don't
use the Y word in this chat. Dag nabbit. Pinnacle with the 1-yard run. Novak with the field goal, then returned the fumble. Townsend answers back with a field goal. Giants answer right back. Linville Gauntlet with the touchdown pass from Jerkley. And Townsend wraps up with another
the
field
Y
goal.
word in reference to the vine is fine.
It's just him, Oos. You don't know how much that hurt internally to do that. Alrighty, 3,065 experience. Let's give Carry-On Needler 80 pass block. Gutworthy, let's give you 84 run block. Mr. U, I almost said Mr. Fug. I guess it works either way. Mr. U. Sounds like an updated Abbott and Costello bit.
1 word, 6 letters. Cringe.
Thank you. Let's up that man coverage for Madafaka. Let's upgrade that block shedding so you can get to people more effectively. Kanini, let's up that route running. B Buckles. Release. Let's get your finesse moves to an 80, Mr. Hammer. You didn't really have much of a presence in that last game. Much unlike this man, who very much did have a presence that last game. Need you some short accuracy, Mr. Humperdinck. Carrying. Buck Williams gives you a 70 in zone coverage. Creedy, let's give you some pursuit. I'm amazed these number dials haven't moved any since me doing this. I know it's a gradual thing, but still. I'm gonna have to look. I hope he's okay. I saw ruptured disc and I was horrified, because that's put some of my players in other franchises out for a minute. Give Quiver Knightley an 80 carrying for less fumbles. I'm horrified. One player has regressed. Pinnacle, your awareness got dropped by 2 because you went under 4 yards of carry. I'm terrified. 9 weeks. And we just got him back, too. Reminder, guys, I don't think we have 9 weeks to spare. He would be back if we made a deep playoff run. That's the only expected outcome. Some other characters are starting to get confidence.
AEW wrestler injuries.
Some other players are starting to get confidence boosts too. Look at Ham Hock.
Or average Nia Jax match. Time for some schoolyard bullshit.
Downs played, dynamic drive goals. Winning at home will do wonders for your confidence. Confidence is high, giving him a +2 boost to his overall. One at home allowed no catches. Yeah, that'd make me pretty happy too. Alrighty, so Braun Jerkley's 280 yards passing led the Black Knights to a 20-13 win over the Giants. They did what they had to pull this one in. Solid win. Yep, that's about right. 7-4. Let's advance ourselves to next week, and we've also knocked the Giants down a peg once again. So we don't have to be worried about those pesky buggers. Next week, we face the Chargers at home. That's going to be interesting. Cowboys won again last week, so phooey. It's going to be interesting. Let's see if the Black Knights can make it 6 in a row. Next time coming. Let's give me one more quick update on season stats before we put this one to bed. .266, a .394, 2679 yards, 17 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Been sacked 31 times. .196 attempts, 853 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 fumbles. Hawk with a solid 8 yards to his total. 69 grabs, nice, for 746 yards and 3 touchdowns for Buckler. 48, 438 and a score for Conheaney. 46, 529 and 2 for Dagger. Pentacle's gotten involved. Akatsu 26, 243.
Giggity.
Hunter 17, 160, 2 scores. Knight 14, 138. Linville Gauntlet 13 receptions, 193, and now a team leading 4 touchdowns.
Remember to like the video and hit all the buttons, y'all.
I was getting there. Dag nabbit. Homestead with 6.5 sacks. Wolf now leads the team with 2 interceptions. This is the short version. Ladies and gents, that has been this week. We will do this again next week. And as usual, if you liked what you saw, be sure to... where the hell is it? My props. Where did they go? Be sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe and ring the notification bell to be notified of when I do this stuff. It's not always consistent with the timing. If you do, you will be
streamer problems,
following the hype train. And you'll miss out on more nonsense like this. I think the gong's my favorite, but hey. Either way, guys, my name is Tiger. It's great to be here with you all each and every one of these weeks. Love you all so much. Have a great one. Good night. Go Knights, go.
gong 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 gong.